Hi guys, Miss Omby again. I thought you'd need a little reminder about what needs to be included in your video tribute and kind of the steps to go along in this process. So here's a little refresher of what you need to include and how to do it. So here's what you need to know. This project is going to include biographical information about a child who lost his or her life during the Holocaust, facts about the role of children during World War II and the Holocaust, and also lines from poetry that we're going to be reading that were actually written by children that lived during World War II, during the Holocaust, and in these concentration camps. You're going to want to express emotion through your word choice and through literary devices. And you're also going to want to figure out a life lesson that can be learned from this tragedy and from your child's life, and you're going to be explaining that in your tribute video. So what do you need to include? Here it is. These are kind of the project steps. You're going to be including 3 very powerful facts about children during World War II and the Holocaust. You're obviously going to choose one child to research and create this tribute for. You're going to put that child's life story into your own words. You're going to include a minimum of at least 4 images, but I'm going to tell you you're probably going to want to include more images, more pictures from these concentration camps and the Holocaust and of these children. You're going to include at least 2 different lines or verses of poetry from 2 different poems that we read. And then you're going to create that life lesson and explain that life lesson to the viewer. Now, here's the thing. A lot of you like to wing it, but once you create and produce this kind of iMovie, you have to include narration. It's really hard to wing it, especially when you're trying to connect the timing. So you're going to want to write a script. So here's the things that should be included in your script. You're going to have a narration of World War II facts and your child's biography. You're going to have an expressive reading of the poetry, the lines or the verses that you've included. You're going to explain how that poetry connects to your child's life. You're going to explain that life lesson that you've learned from this child in this tragedy. And then you can include any kind of personal narration or reflection that you would like to. So when it comes down to it, we're going to be producing this video in iMovie. It needs to be 2 to 3 minutes in runtime. And you have some tutorials and things that are posted in this module to help you understand how to use iMovie if you're not as familiar with it. So, big project, but it kind of goes along in little steps, and you're going to be amazed at the end result.